How we doing, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Jamie Graff, and this here is the BYBB Lifestyle. Be your best body where we eat for health. So, we are at the end of week number 4 for Amari. And in this episode, I want to touch on how your health affects your family. When Amari came to me a couple weeks ago, he was missing work because he had high blood pressure. And so he said, Jamie, I really need to get on the BYBB Lifestyle as soon as possible. You know, I'm missing work. I'm not feeling it. I need your help. And so we started. I gave him a little direction, as you've seen in some previous videos, or you may have not. I gave him a few directions on just beginning to start with some fruit bowls. Mm-hmm. And Amari, I gave him some, like I said, gave him some directions. He went ahead and started shopping and started eating some fruit bowls. He would send me pictures each and every day, some little text messages and little videos of his fruit bowls. And then he started adding a little bit of salads and some grains and beans in there to kind of prepare himself for what was to come with the full 5 days a week, 6 days a week. But Amari is doing a full 7 days a week. So Amari, since that week and a half of missing work with the high blood pressure, how are you feeling right now from there?
I'm feeling great, actually. So, big part of my life now has been obviously the BYBB lifestyle and eating properly, as you stated earlier, with the fruit bowls, which I gotta admit, man, I love now.
Yes.
I love starting my day with a fruit bowl, and my health. When things happen to you, you start to realize like how central you are to other people. A lot of times we tend to think of ourselves like, oh, it doesn't matter, or at least I did anyway. Like whatever happens to me, happens to me.
Yeah.
But your family really depends on you. And me missing a week and a half with high blood pressure definitely worried my wife, definitely worried me.
Did it scare you?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, absolutely. I've never had high blood pressure before.
Yeah.
And my weight has been an issue my whole life. Well, we've talked about that in previous videos, but
Yeah.
but never to the point where I had to make a sacrifice or
Yeah.
where one that I could feel,
Yeah.
so to speak. And so,
Was your wife saying anything to you about, hey, maybe you should work on your health. Maybe you should.
she
do
always
anything?
says things like that to me.
Because she is a fitness instructor
Correct.
herself.
Correct. And while she is very big on the physical working out side of things, I wouldn't say her diet is very, very good. So
Oh, yeah?
this is another aspect of life that I think we can both kind of learn from,
Yeah.
honestly. But yeah, this was a big eye-opening thing. I mean, I had we haven't seen each other in a couple weeks because of things that have been going on in my life, and I can tell you for
Which
sure.
we'll talk about here shortly.
Sure, but I can
Yeah.
tell you for sure that had I not started this, things would have been very different.
Yes, and what he's talking about. So, just recently, Amari had some family in town.
Yeah.
And it was their first time here in California.
Mm-hmm.
What was it a particular reason they were coming to celebrate?
Yeah, so my grandson turned 3, and we brought him here from New York and Puerto Rico. The family all kind of came from New York and Puerto Rico and met here. Some family had been here, some hadn't. So some people's first time, my grandson's
Okay.
first time here.
Yeah.
So 3-year-olds have a lot of energy, especially my grandson.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very active young man, and I think with young kids, you have to keep them engaged. You can't. You can't lead them to their own device or stick a phone in front of them or an iPad. I don't really like that.
Absolutely.
So-
I'm with you 100%. You want to keep them engaged.
Yeah,
with
you
real
want to keep them
activity.
engaged.
Yes.
And so the plan was to bring him here and take him to Disneyland for his birthday, which was fantastic. We had a large group. It was 12 of us here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big group of people.
That's a lot of people. That's
Yeah.
like turning at Disneyland with 12 people. That's like trying to turn a oil tanker. It took a lot of planning and a lot of time and forethought. But it was great. But I can tell you for sure, walking all day at Disneyland, keeping up with him, and just enjoying it.
Yes. Yeah.
At my age now is not the same as when I last went, which was probably 10, 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, and that's a big part, to be walking around, being
Yeah.
able, not having to sit down, being able to go on the rides, enjoy yourself,
Yeah.
like you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so transporting family back and forth from the airport, so 12 of us, so 8 flew in,
yeah.
all different flights from Puerto Rico, from New York, different times. I went to the airport like 4 or 5 times in one day.
So you were responsible for all the back and forth, getting
Yeah,
everybody to their hotels,
yeah.
to their Airbnbs.
I was the only one who had a car here
Only one who
until
had
they got a car.
Yeah.
And then I was responsible for going in and get the car.
Yes,
You know,
yeah.
so, you know, you don't want your family taking Ubers, which, you know, sometimes you have to do, but if I have a car, I'm going to make sure they're good.
So you were about 6 people in one for the last week and a half while they were there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was Vincent the driver. I was
Yes.
the park chaperone. I was grandfather. I was a lot of different hats. It was fun, though. I enjoyed it.
So this couldn't have come at a better time for you to really enjoy that special time with them.
Correct,
With your
correct.
nephew,
Correct. With my grandson.
your grandson, excuse me.
No,
Yes.
it's okay. But yeah, it was great. I will admit, I had one cheat day.
Yes.
When we went to Disneyland.
How was that?
It was fine. It was
Yeah.
fine. I didn't go crazy. We had brunch with Mickey, and so
Very
you know,
nice.
I just enjoyed myself that day. But
You have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what it's all
Balance,
about.
right?
Yeah, exactly. And we offered, you know, I recommend everybody enjoying 2 days of cheat meals, you know what I mean? Pretty much 2 or 3 cheat meals, not so much 2 days.
Right.
But on those off days, 2 or 3 different cheat meals,
Yep.
you know, just to kind of feel like you're doing something bad, like, oh, I'm cheating on my lifestyle here.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of makes you feel good. But as you know, and as many other before you have done, you don't want to have those cheat meals, you know. Like you say,
No.
you're craving the fruit bowls.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
salads, grains, and beans. They're a little bit tougher because they don't have all that delicious
I
flavor.
enjoy
but
them. I honestly enjoy them too. I mean, I like the fruit bowls in the sense that it gives me a lot of energy in the morning.
yeah.
So I enjoy that. The only thing I don't like about the fruit bowls is the melon seeds, but you
Yeah,
know, it is
yeah.
what it is. Even papaya has taken a bit of a turn, and it's not horrible anymore.
Yes, yeah.
It was horrible. Now it's tolerable.
If it was the only thing you had to eat, you would
Facts.
love it. Absolutely.
Facts.
You know, so this is kind of a twist as well. So Amari had his family here, you know, being healthier has not only helped him feel better, not only helped him be more active, be more aware, be more available for him, his family, his wife, his own kids, and his relatives. The economy, you know, it's affecting everybody. It's affecting me. It's affecting, I'm sure, a lot of you out there. It's affecting Amari. And you know, something he had to do was go get a second job.
I did.
And I've been contemplating it myself. I'm like, do I need to go pick up another job for an extra day shift, 2 or 3 days a week during the day? Because it's really hurting my wallet as well. And I just want to touch on this. Like, just, you know, 6 weeks ago, this guy is missing a week and a half of work because of his health. And now the economy's so bad, if he didn't make this transition to improve his health immediately, he wouldn't even be able to be out looking for a second job because he was barely able to do one job. So what kind of impact has this health had for you to be able to work a second job?
Couple things. So I touched on one, energy level, big. I can definitely go through hunger level, way down.
Yeah.
Not hungry, able to go for a very long time
Long day without eating.
without eating. Yeah.
And that's what slows us down a lot, which people don't understand, you know, is the eating. When you overeat,
yeah.
your body, it takes 75% of the internal organs to break that food down. So that inner body is just going to work. That's kind of like on Thanksgiving when everybody overeats and we get tired and they think it's the tryptophan from the turkey. But really, you just ate so much damn food, your body is shutting down.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, carry on. Let's.
Yeah, so just being able to go through my day, working doubles. You know, I start my day at one job. I have to be there as early as 10 and off by like 4-ish, 4 something. And then starting my second job by like 6.
Yeah.
And so, a little bit of a break in between. Usually that's when probably have my first meal.
Wow.
So,
It's going all the way to then, huh?
yeah. I usually just have like the beet juice
The beet
and
juice,
the root
root
powder in the
powder.
morning. That usually gets me through the whole day. Then in the middle of the two jobs, at our pre-shift at work, I'll be eating my fruit bowl, and that'll be my first meal of the day. Side note, kind of funny. One of the chefs at work, I won't say his name because I don't have permission to say his name on tape, but he came up to me and he asked me, he goes, "Hey man, I see you eating these fruit bowls at work, and that's a ton of food." He used a different language, more colorful language when he said it. "That's a ton of food. I see you housing it though. Is it hard to eat that fruit? Is it hard?" And as you know, when I first started,
Yes.
I was like, "Oh my God, this is a tremendous amount of food. I can't do it." Like, I was really struggling. Now I power through this
You
thing.
power through it. You want more. You
Yeah,
get to
yeah, yeah. It doesn't feel I don't feel the same way when I first started. It's definitely different.
it's a big transformation.
Big transformation. And just a funny note that I
Yeah,
thought you would,
yeah. And
find
you're gonna have
interesting.
to tell me more about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Off camera.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that's when I'll have my fruit bowl, and that gets me through to the end of the night. I work my second job. As you know, we can end it as early as 9:30, 10 o'clock, or we can be there till Jesus returns.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's a long night, but I'm good. I don't have any cravings while I'm there, and we work at a restaurant. I work at two restaurants that have fantastic food. The temptation could be there, but I've been fine. And then I get home and I'm usually make some salad dressing, and then throw it on my bowl and have my bowl, watch a little news, and then that's my day.
And fall asleep. And you're not having any issues falling asleep after eating that meal
No,
in the evening. It's not keeping you up.
No.
That's great to hear. Which it's not going to. And when you're living this lifestyle, it's okay to eat that bowl of food at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., if not 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning.
And it's coming right out the next day.
And it's all exactly,
It's coming right out the next
exactly.
day.
The thing about this lifestyle, which is what we're going to touch on our next episode, is about how impactful eating healthy is for getting sick. And we'll touch on that on the next episode. So we want you guys to stay tuned for that next episode because we'll be talking about that later on. But so we'll get back to how the eating healthy has affected your family, your family, in a positive note. And just weeks ago, with all these changes that he had to, were brought to him, the health has made a huge impact to help him get through all of this. And that's just great to hear.
Indeed.
I'm so happy for you. And I can look at you right now and I could see the weight has come off. I could see more definition in your upper body. Your face is much leaner. Your neck. I could see your shoulders and your arms are more defined. Your stomach as well has definitely gone down.
Yeah.
You used to sit a little bit more like this because your arms would be resting on your body. And now your arms are kind of hanging down. So it is having so many different effects for this young man just in the last 5 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I can feel it too. My wife sees it. I've gotten comments,
Yeah.
for sure. And yeah, I feel great. I feel good.
And it's like, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it because it's only been 5 weeks.
A fast 5 weeks.
A fast 5 weeks.
Yeah, it does not feel like that at all.
And all of these changes have happened, and they're going to continue to happen.
Yep.
Because Amari is going to continue on this lifestyle, and I'm going to bring him back for you guys to see in a couple months after these 8 weeks. And we're going to see after 16 weeks, and then we're going to go after 24 weeks, and we're going to show you a brand new guy, because that's what happens here with the BYBB Lifestyle. We build a newer, better, healthier, stronger, sexier version of you, all with food. I love it. Want to thank all you guys. Anything else you want to share with us here?
No,
Amari?
let's get it.
We want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. Make sure you go on that website, www.biblife.com. Pick up that book, My Health, My Story, how I discovered the BYBB Lifestyle. It's a step-by-step guide to teach you and show you how to live this lifestyle where you actually learn about what you're eating and you understand it. You can also pick up my root powder packs, my seed packs, and the books to go with those as well. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button, share it with your friends and family. Keep following the BYBB Lifestyle. Be your best body where we eat for health. Let's get them.
Be your best body.